What's up, y'all? Salutations and good morning, good Sunday to all of you. It's your boy Germ. You're tuned into Kinetic Aesthetic, and yeah, I disappeared this week after Monday. So I went to go see Scary Movie 6. I got sick while I was in that mall that I was in to go see it. I think it was pretty much after I got done with the movie. I went and got a pretzel, and I was probably putting my hands on those little escalator railings way more than I should. And next thing you know, I was sick as a fucking dog. I released Monday's episode, and then I think the next day I just started to feel like crap. Tuesday was crap, Wednesday was worse, and yeah, I pretty much just got to a point where I was like, you know what, it's not looking like I'm going to be able to release a lot this week. I was not feeling like even pulling out my laptop. The main reason why Sports Talk was not released this week was that I didn't even really have a chance to watch Game 4. I did not even pull out my laptop because I was that sick, but I'm over it now. Things are good. I am sort of mad that I missed Sports Talk because that means I didn't get a chance to talk about how crazy that 29-point comeback the Knicks made was. But we're going to get to all of that and more on this upcoming Sports Talk. There's so much to talk about. But I could not go without releasing something before Tuesday when it comes to just this actual NBA Finals win. After 53 years, the Knicks were able to do it. Jalen Brunson goes nuclear in the closeout game with 45 points. It wasn't much from everybody else on the team aside from maybe Mikal Bridges and that, but he got it done. He literally took over that game, handled his fucking business. The Spurs, when it comes to them, listen, how do you have 5 games where you have double-digit leads in every single one of them and you only are able to come home with 1 dub in that series? That's going to be the story of their offseason. It sucks because after all of the hard work and all of the the great performances that we got from a lot of people on this team throughout the entire playoffs, for it to end like that in that sort of fashion, that's devastating. There's going to be a lot of thoughts on how they're going to overcome that, how they're going to come back from that type of performance, but we'll have those conversations later. I do want to just make sure I give a big shout out to the Spurs, though, as a whole team, regardless of all the conversations they're going to have about how they come back, about how they overcome this type of setback. They, in their first year as a core, in their first playoff run, Wemby and the Spurs were able to make it to the NBA Finals. They were able to stop the OKC Thunder, who are still a great team. We're going to spend so much time thinking about the Knicks and the Spurs. Do not forget OKC. Shea is laying there in wait. They are motivated. If there's one thing that I think that loss to the Spurs did, it motivated them. So I'm not going to count them out for anything in the next couple of years. But yeah, we just have to really give a lot of credit to the Knicks. I give a lot of credit to Karl Anthony Towns. He did not have a great game last night, but just the performance that he did across the games leading up to it, he was a big part of the reason why they had that 2-0 lead to begin with. But just everybody on the team, man. The Knicks are a great example of team ball, ball movement. This is Brunson who left $113 million on the table so that he could get more, so he can make sure that his guys were taken care of and around him so they can make this type of run. You got to give them so much credit. You have to give so much fucking admiration to just everybody on this team because this is impressive. And I don't know if they're going to be able to do it again next year. I don't know if we're going to be able to talk about them the same way we are so sure that OKC and the Spurs are going to be there again and again. But damn it, they got it done. 53 years of waiting. It's been 26 since they even went to the finals, and they finally got the dub. Brunson, we're going to have this discussion again for a long time until his career is over. He's the greatest Knick of all time, in my opinion. I have a lot of respect for Ewing. I have a lot of respect for what those guys in the 70s did. I am a big history person, so I hate it when people overrate some people that do stuff. But what you had to do, the type of history that you had to overcome, because that's heavy. The New York Knicks had a very heavy, just a lot of history that you had. There was weight in terms of not only playing there, but trying to be the guy to lead that team to a title. There were so many years where people were looking at LeBron, they were looking at KDs, they're looking at all these apex superstars as being the guys who were going to come in and be the ones to lead this team to a championship. And it's this undersized, This little guy who had never been a number one on the team, who everybody thought was they were overpaying when they gave him that contract that didn't have that much money in it. But no, it's that guy. It's Jalen Brunson who comes in, leads this team to a championship, and damn it, this is a sports story for the ages. With his dad on the coaching staff, they're going to put this shit on Broadway. They're going to put this shit in cinema, and it's going to be a story that I can't wait to watch, because this is literally, it's a dream. It is really a fucking dream for them to have been able to do all this, for them to get this far. I'm damn near rambling all over the place right now, but hey, it's the energy, man. I do want to also say to the people out in New York that are out there doing all the extra crazy shit, this shit goofy. I'll say this. That has been the one little asterisk that I've been wanting to put towards this title, is that the fans of New York have been really making it hard for me to just be happy for them, because there have been some real dickheads out there beating up Spurs fans. I'm sorry, excuse my watch, y'all. I forgot to put this shit on silent before I started recording. But beating up Spurs fans, doing all this extra shit that's really unnecessary, it's all just been sort of goofy and crazy as fuck to see. I really hope, I'm recording this on Sunday, so I haven't really checked to see how crazy things got in New York last night, but I'm hoping I don't see anything too bad. There's no need for it. You guys, just be happy that you won this title. I said that it's been a long time, since the 70s, but if we're going to be real fucking honest about it, you guys have the Giants. You still have the fucking Yankees. You guys have been winning. You have no reason to act like you haven't won shit. You are not Cleveland. So I'm really just disappointed in that aspect of it, but that does not take away, and that should not be really representative of the Knicks players, of Brunson and Cat and everybody else who put in the work. Those guys deserve all be able to celebrate this and have all their praises lauded without having to think about how stupid some of their fucking fans are. But yeah, I'm probably, let me see, I'm already about 7 minutes in, so I'm not going to spend too much more time on this. I just wanted to make sure I got this episode out so I could let y'all know why I was absent for the rest of this week. And just remind you, tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm already recording everything. I'm already getting all that taken care of. So have no fear. We will be here tomorrow. We'll be here on Tuesday with regular sports talk. And Wednesday, we will be here with something. What I'm probably going to do, actually, is I'm probably going to flip the normal schedule. Instead of just doing a regular episode on Monday, I'm probably going to do my review on Wednesday, because I got to get this Vince Staples review out. There's also another album. There's still other albums that I wanted to review for Wednesday, so expect multiple reviews this week. We'll get into Vince Staples tomorrow, because that's a great album. Probably have something ready to review for you on Wednesday. And yeah, other than that, there's a lot to talk about. There's some heavy shit that we need to talk about. There's some more lighthearted shit. I definitely would love to get to lighthearted shit, but there's been a couple of court cases over the past couple of weeks that I have to really say something about. So be on the lookout for that no later than Wednesday. I want to give myself time to not only get a script good for that, but make sure I have all my ducks in a row and everything. So my Carmelo Anthony and Cyrus Belton episode is going to be coming out most likely on Wednesday, at worst Thursday. But yeah, just wanted to come in and give y'all a little update, come and yap with y'all about some shit right quick. But this has been Kinetic Aesthetic. It's been your boy Germ. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your weekend, and I'll be back with you tomorrow on Monday.